I am not exaggerating when I say this is the single coolest thing that's ever been made in Rocket League, and it's not even close. We've done things like Fall Guys in Rocket League, Among Us in Rocket League, so many cool maps like escape maps that Ecrase-Patate has made in the past, but he has brought the big guns today. This is insane. So there's many talented people that have been working on this together for over 4 years. And I'm also on the special thanks, which I don't feel like I deserve to be there because I'm just a map maker who's done other things, other projects, but maybe he's taking inspiration. I have no idea, but I appreciate him putting me there. And as you can see, this is the pre-release right before it goes out, 0.99 version. We're almost there, just right before it goes live. Super cool. There's also a little known issues thing, which they will update if they know if there's any bugs and stuff. It's so amazing, the attention to detail. I'm going to show you quickly just how insane this is. Which we'll get into more later. But here's the Create tab. Look, we're in this menu now where we can fly around. And if I use the grid, when I open up the object library, you can see here, if I select this, now I'm moving around with this grid and it's snapping to the grid. If I turn the grid off, then it's free move. And what's crazier is that if you press this, it snaps back into the grid afterwards, which is just insane this exists. I don't think people will even appreciate just how difficult it is that this exists. I don't even know how to describe it. And I've told Rocket League about this program. I'm going to call it a program at this point. It's in its entire program in here. And I hope that they listen and see it. And I would hope that they find a way to like come up with something like this for either Rocket League 2 or the current version. Because like it's very, very friendly for console controls with a controller. And you can do things like, you know, if I go in here and place it, I can also rotate it and change the axis and do crazy things like this where I have like an angled platform. And then if I want to go back to the library, I can go here and there's tons of different objects. You can change the size of things. You can see they get bigger and smaller. And if I go to scripted, there's a bunch of things like checkpoints. And if I go in here, I can reset the position of the checkpoint flag. So it'll show you how the car is going to spawn with it. There's like a little Octane model. There's boost pads. As you can see here, boost pad large. There's boost pad small. And of course, you can always angle these however you want on surfaces. It's just insane. Like I can't even like begin to describe how crazy it is. And also you have like these little like cubes and circles you can use. Ball spawns, and it shows you where that's going to go. Like anywhere in this box, the ball will spawn when you're there. I mean, it's just like incredible. I don't know. And there's more they want to add. Obviously, you can see these X's here. There's more they want to do in the future. You got cannons that can fire a ball if you're within that box, and you can change the angle of it. You can change how fast the speed rings are. Like it's just so crazy. And you have all these environment pieces too. So you can see here, big building. You want to place like a bunch of buildings in your background. You can go through the list here and look at all these different options. Like there's a whole city background you can do. Like it's so insane, man. I can't believe this exists, because to make these objects appear and also be solid and be usable, like look at this giant bridge you can put in your map. This was showcased in the speedrunning map in AGDQ. Well, you can put a crane. You could do some parkour on the crane or something. You can fly across. There's a bunch of cannon pieces, canyon pieces that you can like scale up and stuff and place however you want. There's a giant like sand dune hill thing you can add. You can do a big like desert scene if you wanted to. A bunch of rocks, a bunch of like desert trees and cactus or cacti, I guess. There's a bunch of like individual city pieces you could use if you want to like make these solid and go along the buildings for parkour. I haven't seen these test maps yet. He sent me 4 test maps to basically go in and check. There's also rings you can place. Like I don't even know, man. Like it's actually mind-blowing. This exists and is possible to be used by anyone who is on Epic or Steam. So if it's out when this video goes out, I hope you guys check it out and try it for yourself. And what's crazy is you can share the data with your friends and give them the map for them to try. There's time trials and everything. So we're going to go out of here. We're going to hold ball cam to go back to play mode. So here we are. And look, this object that I placed, it's solid. It's just there already. And it's so good. And the second I load this, it'll disappear and load up the map that I want to play. So here we are. We're going to go into load. We'll start with the air dribble. Okay, never mind. It doesn't unload this object. That's my bad. Okay, I made a mistake. You shouldn't put items in your map if you want to load up another map, because I think it broke things. Here we go. So it loaded up the speed ring this time. And if I start with the timer, it should start my round. And here we go. So I think we pop it into that. And maybe I go into it too. Oh yeah, here's the flag. So that's a checkpoint that we just reached, and the ball disappears. And it pops up. So you can do a little pop arrow as well. That's so awesome, man. Like this is insane. So you like get ready for the pop. And keep in mind, like these are just like simple levels that he made. You can do so much more with these. Let's pop it in here. Oh, we're going places. Dude, this is so cool. I can't believe it. Like I could share these with you guys. Like, you guys could come play these like whenever you wanted if you jump into the map. Oh, I think I just reloaded it twice. Oops. The limitations of Rocket League are definitely a problem. I'm messing up my air dribble here. But the fact that this exists and it's so smooth is incredible. Like, these buildings are completely solid. It'll bounce off perfectly. Let's go up here. We have to go on this building and dribble. Start my air dribble. Wow. Dude, this is so awesome. I'm so giddy because it's incredible this can exist. Like, we're now climbing the buildings. We're much higher than where we started. And then we go into this guy. He said these levels are pretty easy, just kind of precursors to, you know, get people's inspirations going and figure out what to do themselves. But here we go. We're going to go across this building here. He put these little, like, floating pieces. I didn't hit the ramp. Oops. He put these, like, floating pieces off the building to sort of drive across. And here we go. We're going up. I think we're going over to that building for the finish. Yeah, I see the little red marker. This is so cool, man. I hope people utilize this tool because it is impressive. I think that was it. My timer stopped. Yeah, 1:48 to get through the air dribble course. And look, we're way up here from the start. The start is over here. Like, it's so cool, man. And I don't think this would have taken that long to build. And you could just share this immediately with your friends. So we're going to go here. We're going to go back to the beginning. I think, do we delete everything? Okay, I see. Once you've loaded a map, it's actually, like, gone from the load option. So I think the recommended thing is to restart the map. And you can see here it's completely fresh. We can load up the same map again if we wanted. But let's go to the next one. We got Rings Street. Look at this, man. It's like generating it as we go. And he told me that it will be a little framey at the start when it's loading everything, but it starts to smooth out really quickly. Because, I mean, it's generating so many objects so quickly and giving them all collision and everything. Let's get this started. So this is a Rings map. Like, just right in the game, you can load this up. And it looks like we go under here. Oh, they're tiny. This is so cool, man. Like, people can make these maps, challenge their friends. We got a checkpoint here. Everything is so solid. I told him I was so impressed by just, like, hopping in this map for half a second and checking out the tools. It's very clear the amount of work that went into this. Oh, this was in the trailer. I saw this when you go through the crane. That's so awesome. And you go through this little jump pad. I'm like a giddy child, man. This is like Christmas Day. For how much work I've put into custom maps over the years and how I've basically done creative mode myself through, like, the tools that are available, the fact that you can, like, make these happen so quickly is so nice to see. And I really want to do some nice challenges where I, you know, where am I going? Oh, it's up there. Where I kind of make a map and challenge you guys to get the fastest time. And maybe for a prize pool or something. We can also do, like, a little tournament where people, like, race in the maps. And it's so awesome how quickly you can put these together. I can't believe it. So that was the Rings map. Let's load the next one. And these are just, like, cute little, you know, little tastes of what you can do. We got Rings Canyon this time. And here's, like, the sand dunes I was talking about. This one's a hefty chonky boy. We're flying through some bushes. I don't know if these have collision. No, they're just nice, like, just nice little obstacles to fly through. I don't think I hit the timer to start. I gotta hit this first. There we go. This is so awesome, man. I'm so giddy. I don't know. It's so cool to see so much passion and, you know, love for the game be put into a project like this, because it is not an easy feat. I never thought it would be possible. I saw the first post of him saying he was working on this. I was like, good luck. And I'm impressed that he had the patience and dedication to put this together, because I don't know. As a map maker myself and seeing the tools that he's put in this, I just know how long this must have taken to make every little detail work so well together. We got a little canyon pillar here. Peculiar shape. And I think we're going to be going... Oh, that's it. That's it. Nice and quick. There it is. So it's a nice little taste of what you can do with Rings on the canyon vibe. Let's move back to the start. All right, and for the final demo test, we have a no boost parkour. I've already set my boost to be standard. Here we go. We're going to load up here and start the challenge. Now, he told me this was the hardest one of the 4. We'll have to see what that means. But I think we jump to this ring, which should fly us upwards. And I see a checkpoint on this building to the left here. Let's go here. Perfect. Do we try to go through this window? I'm assuming we climb up. Oh, wait. Do I make it? I do. So you like escape from the parking garage, which these are all like assets I think that are in different maps in Rocket League already. So none of these assets are like made by Ecrase-Patate other than the rings and all the things like that. But I think all of the environment assets are things that were in maps already. Now I see we have to jump to that speed ring there. Let's go up here on this platform. This is so cool. You can create so many different unique maps with this. Let's go in this guy. And this guy. And now we have these ring platforms. I don't think you need to go through the ring, but I'm going to. Bit of a weird jump. Do we like keep our flip here? Uh-oh. Might not have enough speed for this now. Oh, we do. Okay. Oh, wow, that jump is hard. Okay, I'm dead. And that's pretty much it. We just got to do that one jump. That's pretty hard, and then we'll be good. We'll be clear. And then once we're done with this, we're going to go in and make our own creative little map. And what I'll do is I will share the codes of my map in the description. So if you want to give it a test, maybe share it on Twitter. I might have went too high again. Wow, that's tough. That's a tough jump. Yeah, I'd love to see you guys try out my map after I build it. So we're gonna probably speed run through the building process and sort of show you how I'm working with the tools and put together some little fun challenge. Nice. I'm gonna go a little bit slower this time. There we go. Super awesome. There's the parkour, and that's it. All right, let's try to build something here. All right, fresh map. I think I want to do ground. I'm going to do ground because I'm going to do like some sort of like only up kind of thing. So if you fall, you have to come back down to the ground and make your way back. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I'm going to go in to the create mode. Oh, by the way, I want to show one thing too before we actually make that. There's a ring mode here, and you can see that you can tap to spawn. I think it's chat left and right to switch the spawn mode. You can see on the right here, you can change the size of the rings. And you can do either tap to spawn with the scoreboard. So as you're flying here, oh, I need boost. As you're flying here, I can press scoreboard to basically tap rings based on the angle you're going. So if I go around like this, it's going to place rings around the angle. It kind of follows the trajectory of where the car is going. So I'm making little rings courses by flying. And you can also do drift plus chat, like left and right, changes the different modes. You can do the amount of time. Oh, I think now it's going to do it every 3.6 seconds. Is it? Yeah. Dude. This is so cool. And you can obviously make it like way crazier. Like I'm thinking if I do like that, now it'll be every 1.8 seconds. You can see the little loading circle in the middle, and it's making rings behind me as I go. And as I'm going, I can change the size of the rings. So you can see here as I'm doing auto. Dude. Look at this. I'm at, like, now it's like, if I go like this, let's see. Yeah, now it's like making them really quickly. And I can constantly change the size of them as we're going. That's so cool. Oh my God. This is insane, man. The amount of functionality you have to do different things. You can press like scoreboard to stop it from doing it, and then start it again when you press the buttons. Now it's like almost every 1 second. And you can also do auto spawn on distance. So I changed the units, and now it'll do every bit of distance. You can see it's loading the bar on how far we are from the next ring. So everything is equidistant from each other. Wow. It's just so cool. So we're going to make the ground here for a sort of only up little challenge. Now I'm going to go into the build mode. And I want to do, let's just do a square platform here. Okay, so we press A to start it. And now I want to place it. And then place it again. And now we're going to go back to the menu here and grab a little angled platform. So I actually think with that angled platform, I want to get rid of this guy. So how do I How do I do this? I'm gonna go back to this menu. And I think I want to like delete, edit. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm in the edit mode now, which now instead of placing objects, I'm actually editing the object I'm using. So you can change the different modes here, edit and create. So if I want to create something new, I go in there. So I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Hold jump plus chat down. Deleting the item. Now it's deleted. Okay, so now we're back on this object that I made before. So I'm gonna place this back down. I'm gonna go back into the create mode. And I want to add this guy. Oh, I see. So I gotta go back to create, bring this menu up. I'm learning. It's taking me a little bit, but it's actually rather intuitive once I get used to the buttons. So now we want to place this guy like that. Let's go back to the menu, grab this guy. I think I want to grab this orange one and sort of start it in the ground. So basically I want to pick up speed here and do some sort of jump up to a platform. Now I can go to the platform walls here. Let me reset the position of that first. We have a wall to go over. And I think if I go to different sizes, there's different size walls. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So let me rotate this guy. So I kind of want to like jump over this guy. I'm going to do one wall on the ground. And then I want to do another wall where you have to sneak through. Yes. And then use my flip. I think that's like good placement. You can zoom out to see what you're doing here. And if I want to, I could even like enclose it. But I don't really want to use objects I don't need to use, because you can see there's only 150 objects I can use. So for now, I think I'm happy with that. I want to build the main course first and then kind of do... You know what? I probably will do water, actually, because I do want to like have checkpoints and stuff. So this is the first little challenge. We're going to go through here, and we're going to do a wall run. And I can probably even use a bigger object here to get a bigger wall. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to wall run. Yep. That's good. And then hopefully jump over to a platform somewhere over here. And I don't think I want to do a big platform. I'm going to use a small one. Actually, I want medium, I think. Yes. Let's go right here. And let's test that. So if I go here and go to play, we're going to do no boost, obviously. So I can see that's a little bit too low. I like the speed there. Okay, maybe not. I kind of like that. But I obviously don't want to be able to get there from these walls here. Let me go to edit mode. And we're going back to... We want to move the other objects. Let's leave this here for now. I want to edit these walls. Let's go up a bit. I'm still learning the tools. I apologize. I'm doing my best. Okay, so I want to go back this way. There we go. Okay, so I'm on the other object by doing that. Okay, I'm learning. Okay, so I want to do this and bring this up a bit. I think I'm going to do a no grid and just kind of give a little bit of space like this. That's good. And then I want to go back to the large walls, and I want to move this back on the grid. And then this guy can come back over here. And that is much better. So if I go back to play, let's try play here. So we're starting. Ooh, yeah. And then I bring the wall higher. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. And bring this up. Yes. And then we go back to play. And we try that again. I'm going to switch this to water too. So now this should demo me when I reset. Ooh, we almost don't even need the platform. So maybe I'll bring the platform further away, and that'll be the first checkpoint. Something like that, and we flip across to the next one. I like it. So this guy is going to be way over here, I think. And I want to use the grid because it's going to be easier for me to work with. Let's go like that. And then I want to go back to create mode and bring up the scripted objects here. So I basically want to get a checkpoint going. And I want to rotate this so we're facing forward. That looks like it's on the platform perfectly. Now you can see that the checkpoint is actually behind it a little bit. So you can probably put it like right here to make it so you do have to reach it. And I will also put a wall below, so you have to make it. That looks good to me. And you know what? Let's make it a little fun. Let's go back to where this one was. There we go. And you have to make it through this hole here. This is so fun to work with. Oh my goodness. And you can do some crazy big dribble maps with these guys here too. You can see you can do a dribble course around the outside. What else do I want to do? So this is the first checkpoint. So we go from here. And I say maybe we go into scripted and we do a... Let's do a small boost pad. Like one of these. Let's do a small boost ring. Where's like the... Where's the rings? Here they are. Super fast. Let's do a medium one or just a regular speed. Oh, and does this cost 20 to... Or is how many you can do... Okay, this is how many you have left, I think. 20 checkpoints, maybe? Let's get a speed ring. Let's go in here and reset the rotation. And I think what I want to do is rotate it that way. I'm trying to figure out what this forward rotation does. I don't think that matters. I think it's the direction this is facing. So what I want to do is go back to this guy. Yeah. So I'm going to go like this. Jump into this guy. I think maybe I want to rotate a little more. Yep. Okay, and then now we're going to go straight from here. Let's see how far that goes. Oh! Okay, we made it. That's a decent length. I think I want to use that speed while we go into it. So I want to go here. And let's do a... I'm going to grab a building or something. Oh! Oh, that was supposed to happen. That's okay, though. Don't worry about it. I'm not in play mode now, I think. Let me fix it. Okay, let's reset the rotation of this guy. There's glass on these buildings, but on the far side, it looks clean. What if we do something like this? That looks like it might be good. Okay, we're going to grab one of those. You go across the building here. I mean, I would like it to look a little smoother at least. Let's go back to that. Oh, these are tall. Let's go until this guy is like in the water right there, like that. That looks pretty clean. Is that going to make it though? I'm going to place that for now and see what happens with this play. No, so I think I need to change it to the other one. The more I use this, the more comfortable I am. So I want to do this. I want to delete this. Hold jump plus chat down. Well, I just realized this is like the egg building that's like based on The Circle, the Netflix show. That's funny. It's in Sovereign Heights, I think. Let's do a different speed ring. I think we're like underground with the object. Yeah, we are. Okay, that's what's happening. There we go. So I want to rotate this around. I'm good with this. Let's put it like right in between the two. Let's go back to play. No, I moved it. No, I just deleted it. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. There, I placed it. Okay. So let's go into play mode again. Yes, here we go. Okay. We can go around here. How do I want to go? How do I move forward here? Let's go create again. I didn't want to do that. That is not a good checkpoint. There we go. Okay. Not a good checkpoint. What I want to do here is get like a cannon that fires a ball that goes around the corner here. So I kind of want to go... Let's put a cannon here. No, I don't want to move this. Chill. Am I in edit mode? I'm in edit mode. I'm in create mode now. Okay, here we go. So I want a cannon. Let's reset the position. And I want to rotate this around. Okay, so I think this is how I want it. Let's place that. I think there's another cannon as well. Oh, this is straight middle. This one's probably better. Okay, hold on. So let's do this. Keep it above the ground. Let's go back into edit mode. And I want to delete the other one. There we go. And I want to do delete. Okay. And then we're going to try this out. So I want to see what this does. Yeah. This is good. Okay. So we're going to go here. Perfect. We're going to take this around the corner and do something. I think we want to like use this to hit a checkpoint up there. I think that's what you want to do, like race to the ball. I'm not sure if it'll hit a checkpoint or not. So I'm going to try. We're going to put this guy here and rotate him and make sure it's in a good spot. It looks pretty good. Is that sitting on? I'm floating. Okay, hold on. Let me do the grid here. Yes, let me put one right here. I gotta fix that by going to edit mode. I'm getting better at this. Okay, hold this. Jump plus chat left right. There we go. Delete this one. I can feel myself getting faster at the tools as I play. Now, will this hit a checkpoint if I get the ball? You gotta get this ball up there somehow. Will this hit this checkpoint? I can't even get it up. It's just tough. I kind of like it, though. I think for proof of concept, I want to see if, like, hitting the ball up here is... It does! Okay, interesting. Now, how do I, like, make a respawn here? Now, I don't know if this is, like, in permanent mode or not. Is there, like, a respawn option? Because right now, it's not letting me. I don't think there's a way to reset yourself. So what we'll do is we'll just say that's a rule. You have to hit that ball in there. Now, what I'll do is I'll add a ramp to get up there, I think. So let's go in here. So any ball that I put in this map, it has to reach the next checkpoint. How about that? We're going to go like this. We're getting somewhere. I think with this one, I don't want to use the grid. Let's try that. I have no idea what's happening. Let's see what this becomes. Okay, I kind of like that. I like it. Now I'm going to hit this checkpoint again and see. Oh, I just made a ball spawn. I'm going to go back here. Okay, cool. And we go here, and we're probably going to go through this little ring right here. I like it so far. I want to make it obvious this is where you're going. So I'm going to try and make it sort of obvious that I want people to come out this way. That should probably do it. Now I'm going to go back here and set up a couple buildings, I think. We're going to go into a street setup. Holy buildings, man. Oh, you know what? Look, this tells you you can place them. I thought you could only place one because it says one. Maybe it's like the cost. Interesting. Okay, I could place more than I wanted, or that I thought I could. So let's go back here. Let's delete this guy. Let's delete this guy. Let's delete this guy. Let's delete this guy. All right. I'm going to create a bit of a background here. I'm just going to like add some sand dunes around the outside. I don't want to use too much of my resources to build the background, but it is looking pretty good so far. All right, so it's not much, but I just spent a little bit of time kind of creating a background. And you can see here, if I get demoed and I look around, for the most part, I've kind of created like a nice little sandy background and a little enclosure for my little challenge level. I'm almost done, I would say, on what I want to do for this little example of how you could just build a course. And so far, I'm really happy with how easy and intuitive everything is to work with. It's only been about a half hour working in the tools, and I already feel pretty comfortable. All right, so we're coming from this checkpoint here, and we're jumping over this into this platform. I'm going to want to keep that speed going around this corner. So what do we want to do here? Maybe use a building. Now, I might need another platform to make it to that. So I need something that you jump from, I think. And I want to spawn a cannon at the end. So let's go back to scripted. Look for the cannon. And yeah, this one will work, actually. So if I go like this and rotate this around, this will be perfect. So basically I want you to jump onto this part and make sure this cannon's above the ground. Yep. Okay, so then we want to add a platform. Probably a large wall that you can jump from. Actually, I want to do this the opposite way. So I want this wall here. Yes, I like this wall right here. And I want to go back and edit that one that I just placed. Hold jump plus chat left. There we go. Yes. So I want something like this, and I want to rotate this into this wall. And let's see if this works the way I want it to. Yes. And we have to take this over to that building. Get a flick. Because I don't think that's... I kind of want it so that you have to flick that to the checkpoint. And then you get demoed. Let's try that again. Yeah, and a big flick like that. Cause okay, I don't know why I just didn't test it. I want to see if that works first. Let's reset here. I want to see if you can make this jump first. I almost did it again. Okay, you can definitely make this. I want to make it so you can't. So I want to bring this building up a little bit. That's probably high enough that you can't make it. Okay, let's go to play. Oops. Yeah, I want to flick it up there. I feel like that's a cool little challenge. I'm going to reset here. There's no way you can make this up, I think. Nope. Perfect. Big flick. Almost. Okay, this is going to be doable, I think. I have an idea. We're going to put a little booster right in that corner. Right here. And that should do it. So let's try to put this right here. And then put a checkpoint right here. Let's see if that works. Because I don't want it to be impossible. Oh, I am in a building. Help! Let me out! Oh! I went back to a checkpoint. Okay, we're good. I'm almost getting it. I want to make sure I can't hit that checkpoint either with just my car. So I'm going to ignore the ball right now. Which, by the way, you can just skip. Maybe I should just do that. I just did ignore the ball. Okay, I can hit this, no problem. That's the problem. Okay. So I don't want that to happen. Plus, the angle was not great. Let's try that again. Let's keep it closer. I want to go... Yes, I want to go here, and I want to grab this guy and rotate it again. Rotate it again. Okay, going back to this spot. I'm going to get rid of those walls because this makes a lot more sense just to fly through here. Almost. I think I need to angle it a little bit. Okay, I need to go back to this object. And I need to angle it a little bit. So go to this version like that. I think that should hit it. Yes. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, and that will get the checkpoint, and then you can move up to the building. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. And we're dead center of this building here. And what I want to do is I think I want to go from like climbing up here and then jump across the two platforms to make it to the checkpoint. And that'll probably be the end of the level. So let's get cooking. First off, I want to get rid of those two buildings. So I want to go back to this wall, and I want to delete it. Back to this wall, and delete it. So now, when we go into play mode, let's go back a checkpoint here. Yeah, I like this. So with that in mind, the way that this works with grabbing this checkpoint and resetting, I think I want to go back to the other one and get rid of the platforms that I made. So if I go here and navigate back to these ramps. Oh, I gotta go through all of these. Oh, you know what? I probably should just go through the object that I'm actually getting rid of. For example, this guy. So I want to delete this guy. And then I want to go back to here, find this one, go back to this one, delete, and go back to this one and delete. Because I like the way this works right now. I don't want to move this guy. So let's go back to... I like the way this works. And I think it will reset. You need to find a way to get this ball up to this platform. And it's not easy. I think for making it nice to climb up yourself, so you don't have to like reset afterwards. No, because then that's you can just beat the level. Okay, no, you have to reset after you get the ball up here. I think that's the part of the puzzle. So let's keep it that way. I'm happy with all of this. And let's get cooking on this final little bit here. So I want to rotate this guy. Let's go into this ramp here. I want this guy here. Try to center it decently with the spawn. Good. And then I want to go about here, I think. And then maybe like here. And I want grid on for this guy, I think. Now the question is, can I perfectly rotate this to be attached to this? It might not be perfect, so I gotta do this without the grid and try to nail it. I'm gonna do my best. That is pretty dang good. I don't know if it's gonna mess with the car or not. Well, we'll see. Let's do a test real quick. And I'm gone. Okay, I need to move the first one back a bit. This one can be way further after you get speed. I think like that. Let's try that again. That feels good. Okay, let's keep going. I basically want to use this to get speed to go across here. It's almost high enough, man. I wish I did all of that a little bit higher, but I think it should be okay. I'm going to basically use what I had here and just move it up on the grid. So how am I going to do that? Okay, I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to go to grid. Now, it did snap a little differently. Let's go back one. Okay. So I'm going to work with this one and go forward to the other object and go back to not grid and hopefully just snap it decently to the other guy, which it looks like I just did that. I think this guy I want to remove. And then we go back to create mode. I think I want a boost ring here. Let's try and see what this does. Not high enough. Okay. Holy speed. How do I want to connect these two? I like everything that's leading up to it. I just don't know what to do with the rest. I could maybe use a different angled piece. Like maybe this will just work. No, I still need that higher. Let's get rid of this guy. Go to create mode. Actually, we need to edit this first. We need both these to go higher again. This might be too steep. We shall see. It's going to be a little bit awkward, I think. But we can try it. Never mind. It's perfect. Yeah, I want to jump to that, and then use that last jump. Oh, gosh. Ooh, okay, yeah, I like that. And honestly, if you jump over that spot there, what I want to do now is create a speed ring. All right, change my mind. No speed ring. We're going to do a platform along the front here. Perfect, and then a big jump to the end. I'm probably going to do the tower. And you can kind of see where I'm floating here, how far I could make it. So over the exit, we're going to try and make it to the top of the tower. So I'm going to grab a tower here. I think it's in city. Perfect. And then I want to add the timer at the end here. We want to do a start timer at the very beginning. Perfect. And I want to do a stop timer right here. And I think that's a cute little level. So let's see if we can make it to... I almost just made it. Okay, that's perfect. I can make this tower a lot further. So I'm going to do that. So let's go into edit and let's take the tower and let's just put it that much further. Let's test that real quick to make sure we can make it. Definitely, and that's perfect. I will notice that I did move the wall by moving around my objects a little bit, which is annoying, but should be manageable. That looks good, I think. Perfect. All right, I'm happy with how the levels play out. Now, I just want to add more background. All right, so I went ahead and added a bunch of more objects in the background, just kind of added some better, trees and little cacti randomly in the places. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty cool that I was able to build that in about an hour. And let's save it here. Let's go for a save. Now I'm going to enter in my level name here. Leth Parkour 1. Save. The level is saved, and I think that will now allow me to go in the load list, and there you go. You can see who made it, and it has the data of my Leth Parkour. So even if I go here and cancel and leave the map, it's all gone, but don't you worry. If we hit load here. All right, so as you can see, I can load it up here from a blank map. It'll probably take longer to load because my map is quite chunky with all the background objects. But once it is loaded, you can see it's chugging along trying to figure out everything. It's building it as we speak. We're going to let it figure itself out for a second here before we touch the timer. Because when it's building, it takes a second for your frames to come back. But it looks like it's finally back. And let's give it a go. No boost. Clean. Let's push up here. We got to figure out a way to get this ball up. How are we going to do that? It's a bit of a puzzle. Okay, hold on. Got to verify my level works before I give it to you guys. This is a hard thing to do here. There's a weird collision part of the box there. Okay, let's go back to this checkpoint. Oh, I got hit by the collision again. But it should be possible for me to pop this up. Checkpoint. Let's go. Oh, I hit the wrong one. There we go. I got to go into this little checkpoint ring here. I should launch it up to the next one. Perfect. Come along here. Across here and into the finish. So pretty good first little run for me. 1.5 minutes. Oh, okay. I almost spoke too soon. 1:31. Yeah, I built that in an hour. Like, that is so awesome that that's possible, that you can create a little course for yourself and your friends to challenge and see who can go the fastest. I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase of what you can do with it. There's so much more that he wants to do in the future, I imagine. And if Rocket League does move over to Fortnite at some point, unfortunately, this tool will no longer be available. So I'm doing my best to show Rocket League that this is possible. I'm sure they're thinking of this already, working on something in the background, just not saying anything. But this is like the creation of a couple very talented and very passionate people, and it definitely deserves a lot of attention because it's been a huge project for years. Super awesome. Thanks Ecrase-Patate for letting me use this tool early, and hopefully when this video is out, the map will be a release, and you guys can test it out for yourself. I'll have the data file in a Google Drive that you guys can download and try for yourself. Yeah, I have no words. Hopefully in the future I can challenge my friends to some maps and have them also build little maps for like a half-hour contest, and we can kind of play each other. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.